Learning music production is easier than it's ever been, but there are also new problems, traps, and misinformation that creates a slow learning process. But you and I have goals that we need to achieve, so we can't afford to waste any time. That's why in this video, you'll learn the 7 actual cheat codes to cut your learning time in half, so you can make the music, impact, and money that you deserve. These are the things I learned in music production school and from nearly 3 years of trying to get even better on my own. Number 1 is going to be very controversial, but stick with me here, and that's to try every way of learning, and that includes books. Before you zone out, trust me, they're still helpful. You're more likely to retain and understand what you read, plus it gives you a structure of learning. This is a literal cheat code because no one else is doing it. As a bonus, if you have the discipline to read even a short production book, your chances of success skyrocket. So a few books that I've read are The Modern Recording Techniques, The Mental Guide, or you could even try my ebook, The 6-Month Plan. Number 2 is that quantity leads to quality. This is actually pretty intuitive, but the more you make, the better you get. A lot of times we want to trick ourselves into saying that we're taking so much time on something because we want it to be super high quality. But a lot of times we're just going over the same thing and making super little tweaks that aren't really even making a difference. And unfortunately, that's not the fastest way to move forward. For number 3, I researched the absolute best way to get better as a music producer. And it's pretty much unanimous between all the producers I talked to and watched videos from. And that is to remake songs. You need to understand what the best are doing and be able to do it yourself. Once you have that, you can combine different inspirations and techniques into your own unique sound. It really is the fastest way to learn because you're seeing all the intricacies of a great production. It's like having the blueprints. Alex Ramosi says, imitate, then innovate. Number 4 is to follow a structured plan. The biggest struggle of self-taught musicians is not having a structure or guidance. Without structure, it'll feel like you aren't making progress and that you're just lost. This will lead to frustration, or even worse, you giving up. For this reason, I spent the last 2 years compiling knowledge and experimenting with different systems, different revenue streams, different ways of learning production. Also, I can create this one ebook. This is a plan with actionable steps that I wish I had when I started learning. It's designed to help you make fast and substantial progress with your skill and in your career. That link is in the description. Again, I'm making this for you guys, so let me know what you guys think. Number 5 is to start a routine. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So if your system after school or work is to come home, play video games, that's the level you're probably going to fall to. A few of the things that have worked for me are creating daily, weekly, or monthly goals and breaking those down into systems. So for example, if my goal is to make 1 song per month, all I need to do is spend 1 week on each step. Or if I want to produce every day, daily, there's 2 ways that I've tried. One is to just get going. So essentially, set the goal of producing every day. That can literally just be you sitting down, opening up your DAW, putting in a note, and closing it. But a lot of the times, even if you say, I'm only going to produce for 1 minute today, you end up getting in a flow, and you end up producing for hours, or however much time you have. And if you have more time, or you've already started that process, one thing I did was daily challenges, where I produce for 2 hours every day, 4 hours, etc. One thing to help with this routine is to track your time. I do it in calendar, where I can literally see every single thing I've done in an entire day, and you'll be able to hold yourself accountable. As soon as you start tracking your time, you'll start realizing how much time you actually have. And then one technique for the work itself is the Pomodoro technique. Basically, you work in 25-minute increments and set one task for that 25 minutes. Especially if it's on a weekend and I get to work 12 hours, I want to make sure I'm using every single second as efficiently as possible. Take a 5-minute break if I need to, or I can just restart it, do another task for another 25 minutes. Number 6 is the 10,000 hour rule. You've probably heard this tip before, but it's just consistency. I was guilty of thinking I needed to take massive action, that I needed to get 10 times the results in 90 days, or work a 16-hour workday and try to get everything done. If I work a 9 to 5 and I'm able to start working at 6 to midnight, that's 6 hours every single day. And then 6 times 7, that's 42. Now I've got a full work week. Think about if I just worked one 16-hour day, that's just 16 hours. And that's probably going to be super inefficient because I didn't eat, I didn't really sleep, and I'm going to be tired by the end. The bonus tip I'll give you at the end is the most important. But for now, we'll go to number 7. Tip number 7 is online courses. So online courses allow you to save time, skip mistakes, and get an even better structure. You'll be able to watch exactly what you need to do step by step. Investing in knowledge is the best thing you can do because it can make you thousands of dollars in the long run. And here's a bonus tip for you that I learned the hard way. A lot of this is actually a mental battle. It's you versus you. So the more you figure out everything up here, the easier everything in here is gonna fall into place. These were 7 cheat codes to learn 10 times faster, but if it was just this, that'd be way too easy. So watch this video to make sure you have the knowledge you need to succeed and create a career and life that you love. As always, I have way more tips for you, so I'll see you there.